We had an isolated incident a few years ago where a gentleman disguised as a woman, covering his face, walked into the mosque, and fortunately, he was stopped. He was halted in his tracks before anything could happen. Fortunately, no violence occurred.
Rex Nazarko with Engage, a Muslim American advocacy organization, is in favor of an effort by Democrats in the State House to expand hate crime laws.
What have you seen in terms of hate crimes in our area? Are they indeed on the rise from your anecdotal perspective?
Well, what I can speak to in particular is the hate crimes that are faced by the Muslim community in Michigan. And especially after the advent of Christchurch, we saw a rise of incidents across our places of worship, and a lot of our mosques actually developed a sense of paranoia, especially during our holy month of Ramadan. Hopefully this legislation can provide some peace of mind for people who need it.
The language in the Michigan Hate Crime Act, as it's written, would expand which categories would be protected under Michigan's ethnic intimidation statute. That would now include things like sexual orientation, gender identity and expression, physical or mental disability, ethnicity, and age.
We can demonstrate that Michigan's justice system will treat hate crimes with the seriousness and severity that they are due.
The story is very personal to me. In fact, the reason I decided to run for office is rooted in a hate crime tragedy.
The second bill deals with the vandalism of communal property, including houses of worship, cultural or community centers, and businesses. And under this bill, these actions could more easily be designated as hate crimes.
There are probably people who would even consider themselves ensconced in classical liberalism who could look at the two bills as written now and say they are way too broad.
They're going to be having hearings on this kind of garbage that will basically make anything that the Democrats don't want to hear a felony with a $10,000 fine. This is a par for the course of what I'm seeing out of the Democrats across the nation. They do not want you to be able to speak online. They want everything shut down, censored. They don't want you to be able to speak to the media. They want every single thing locked down so that they can control every message, every communication in the nation.
The bill should be heard in the Criminal Justice Committee in June. Hillary Golston, Fox 2 News.